He was known as a man of mystery who really knew how to throw a party.
No amount of fire or freshness can challenge what a man will store up in his ghostly heart. Now that is a quote from F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby.
One of my favorite books. And right now we have one of the actors in the Hard Rock Hotel Palm Springs show. It's called Rockin the Gatsby. Eric Martzoff is with us this morning. You might know him from Days of Our Lives. Welcome.
You might. How are you ladies doing?
And Passions.
Yeah, Passions. That lovely, God, that's been a long time since I thought about Passions.
So tell us a little bit about the show that you're performing in this weekend.
Well, I've lost my mind because I'm pulling double duty here. You know, Days of Our Lives, soaps never sleep. So I'm in LA shooting Days, but some friends of mine called me up and said, listen, we're doing this show called Rockin the Gatsby at the Hard Rock Hotel. They want us there the whole month of February. Can you somehow come out on the weekends and do this show? And I was skeptical at first. I'm like, a musical based on the Gatsby, how do you do that? But I saw the sizzle reel and I was hooked. I had to do it. It's really unique. It's kind of shocking. It's all about 1920s. It starts off very family friendly, and the party keeps going. And then it gets a little more risque towards the end, and inhibitions start to come down, and the real party begins, so to speak. So it's really kind of fun.
Talk about your character a little bit.
I played Buck Richards.
Okay.
Okay, and this guy, his daddy, he used to own the club, and his stepsister is the main headlining act of the club, and it turns out they might even have slight attraction to one another.
Wow.
I mean, it goes there. It really does, and it explores the inhibitions and what was behind all the posturing of the 1920s and the martinis and everybody. You know, once a couple drinks hit them, what really goes on
What happened
behind the scenes. So
it sounds like another soap opera.
It literally, it's very soapy, and I think that's why it kind of, you know, it gravitates.
Something I wanted to ask you too is, you know, the movie came out recently, and ever since the movie came out, there's been a big popularity of these 1920s parties.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that, the impact that the movie has had?
Well, I think it's interesting because the saying is, I love big parties, they're so intimate. You know, and there was just such a, it was a beautiful time, and everybody cared about how they looked. You know, it wasn't the time where, you know, today on red carpets, we wear sweatpants,
jeans,
t-shirts, and jeans. And look at me, I'm in jeans and t-shirts.
Yeah.
Back then, they really cared about these events, and they were very special. And you put on your best, and your behavior was just, you know, upright. But this show says, well, maybe it wasn't. You know, maybe what they were thinking was something else behind the curtain. And so that's what the show explores. But no, I'm a fan of that time period. Yeah.
If you had to compare what you're doing on the weekends to doing the soap opera stuff, what do you prefer? Tough question, huh?
I wear many hats. I'm a dad of twins. I own a kids gym in Studio City.
Wow.
I do soaps during the day. I come here and do a show at night.
But you're not a comedian.
I'm hilarious.
That's debatable.
Well, you've been a comedian this morning. You've been very funny. And thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you being here with us today.
It's my pleasure. So,
what an honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
You came back from the dead yet again
Yes.
to join us. You know, Days of Our Lives, we were joking.
If you'd like to see the show, the information is on your screen right now. Tickets, $45, and if you want to have dinner as well, $75. So thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.